y'all talking shit about my son and his new show that's coming out, talking about I gotta judge the woman and I'm gonna have a problem with all the women and I want to have for my own son. Like, you guys need to stop that nasty, trifling ass shit. It's a nasty, you nasty. Get your life together. That's my baby. That's my son. Sick asses. It ain't my fault your mama and your daddy don't like you. That ain't my fault. Some cutie pies showing up here tonight. Hey, y'all. Hey, girl. They cute. They came for my baby. They outside for my baby, y'all. I'm so nervous to give a speech. Because y'all know my speeches be long-winded. Long-winded. You know, I got to get a couple motherfuckers together.
The internet wasn't ready. The streets weren't prepared. And Blueface's homecoming party turned into a full-blown Greek tragedy the moment Karlissa stepped out of that car like she was auditioning for the role of main character of 2025. People swear they heard thunder. Others claim they smelled designer perfume. And a few say the asphalt literally shook from the weight of her confidence. Whatever happened, one thing is clear. Karlissa didn't just arrive. She descended. Within seconds, fans were gagging harder than TikTok after a messy breakup live. The timeline folded like cheap foil as people tried to understand how Blueface's mom managed to clock every girl in the room without saying a word. Her outfit wasn't just an outfit, it was a threat, a warning, and a plot twist all rolled into one. This wasn't fashion. This was cultural violence and Blueface. The man looked like he just witnessed a crossover episode he never agreed to. Cameras flashing, fans screaming, influencers fainting like Victorian women at a magic show, all because Karlissa chose violence in the form of a fit nobody saw coming. Stay seated, because what happened next turned the whole party toxic when word leaked that Blueface was throwing a homecoming party. The internet expected chaos, confusion, and at least 3 arguments caught on camera. What nobody expected was Karlissa deciding she was going to rewrite the entire event's script by showing up like the uninvited Beyoncé of South Central. The whispers started early that day, people claiming they saw her at the mall grabbing heels that looked like they were forged from meteor fragments and a dress that probably required its own NDA. By sundown, fans already sensed something unholy was brewing. But they still weren't prepared for what actually stepped out that vehicle. The moment Karlissa arrived, the crowd behaved like they were witnessing a natural disaster mixed with a Vogue runway. Phones flew into the air like confetti as people fought to get the first angle. Even the security guard forgot his job for a full 7 seconds, mesmerized by the shimmer of the outfit that looked like it was stitched together using leftover dreams and pure delusion. It wasn't just a fit. It was a declaration of war on every woman within a 10-mile radius. Blueface's homecoming instantly became her personal Met Gala. Meanwhile, Blueface was standing across the yard, mid-conversation with someone who probably wished they had the power to vanish. As soon as he saw his mother making an entrance like a Greek goddess on a revenge arc, his face dropped faster than his last mixtape. You could practically hear his soul whisper, "Not today." Fans swear he took one step back, like even he wasn't ready to handle what she was about to do. The energy shifted instantly. Suddenly, this wasn't a family moment. This was a generational showdown disguised as a party. People online immediately started zooming into her photos like FBI agents addicted to caffeine. One user said Karlissa was dressed like she had beef with every woman under 30. Another said she must have been preparing for this event since the Renaissance tour ended. And honestly, both theories feel accurate. The sequins alone looked like they survived a battle. She didn't just put that shit on, she welded it to her soul and marched into the party like she'd been waiting for her season premiere. As she walked through the crowd, conversations stopped mid-sentence. People watched in awe as she glided past tables, giving compliments that somehow sounded like threats. "You look cute," she said to one girl, but the girl walked away looking like she'd just been diagnosed with insecurity. Another group whispered about whether Karlissa was wearing a wig or a divine blessing because the way the hair laid had people arguing like it was a Selena versus Beyoncé debate. The lighting wasn't ready, the cameras weren't ready, and honestly, neither was the public. Social media didn't just react, it combusted. Every influencer within 100 miles suddenly started posting cryptic stories like they were low-key terrified she'd step on their careers next. People said the fit looked like it came with its own theme music. A few even swore they heard a faint choir every time she turned her head. This wasn't a regular mother pulling up to support her son. This was a woman unleashing main character energy at maximum volume. Of course, Blueface's reaction became a meme within minutes. Someone screen captured his expression and captioned it. "When your mom dresses better than the birthday boy," another meme said. Blueface realizing he's the side character at his own event, and honestly, it wasn't wrong. With the way Karlissa moved through that space, Blueface could have been invisible. She was the headline, the plot twist, the twist after the twist, and the reason the comment section started fighting. Even the music at the party seemed to adjust around her. A DJ later tweeted, "I don't know what happened, but when she walked in, the lights dimmed like they were scared." Rumors spread that someone tried to challenge her to a dance-off and lost before the battle even started. One eyewitness claimed the girl stood near Karlissa for too long and instantly regretted her entire wardrobe choices. That's the level of intensity we're talking about. Unprovoked fashion warfare. As the night went on, drama began bubbling under the surface. Some people started whispering that Karlissa wasn't going to be happy when she saw these photos. Others suggested Karlissa purposely put extra effort into the outfit to make a point. A few even speculated that she was low-key trying to outshine everyone so Blueface's current relationships, past, present, and imaginary, would start sweating. Was it intentional? Was it petty? Was it iconic? Yes, but here's where things really got messy. Karlissa started taking pictures with fans like she was the celebrity of the night. People lined up, waiting for their turn to pose next to her. At one point, she even held someone's baby, and the baby started giggling like she'd been blessed with royalty. Someone tweeted, "Karlissa just baptized this child in pure drip." Another joked, "Karlissa somewhere punching the air right now." The more attention she got, the more Blueface looked like he was reconsidering every choice that led him to this moment. He tried to pretend he wasn't bothered, but fans caught him staring like he wished he could pull the fire alarm and end the entire event. It wasn't jealousy, it was confusion mixed with parental embarrassment at levels rarely seen in nature. Imagine pulling up thinking you're the star, only to realize your mom just stole the show with no effort. As people scrolled through pictures, they started pointing out details nobody noticed in real time. The earrings were apparently so sparkly that one person claimed they caused a car accident outside. Another said the dress shimmered like it owed taxes to the sun. Every angle, every screenshot, every frame made her look like she'd been shot out of a Netflix drama about a villain who becomes a fan favorite. The internet ate it up, chewed it, swallowed it, and asked for seconds, what really threw gasoline on the fire, though? Was a leaked clip showing Karlissa laughing with a group of women who were clearly losing their minds over her outfit. The audio caught one girl saying, "This is why Karlissa hates her." Another replied, "I would too if my man's mom showed up like this." That one clip alone sparked a war in the comments that lasted hours. With people taking sides like this was the Super Bowl of petty family dynamics. By the time the first hour of the party passed, it was obvious this wasn't going to die down. The tension kept rising as people wondered if something bigger was coming. The energy felt like a storm waiting to break. And trust, what happened next made everything explode. As the night pushed deeper into full-blown chaos. The internet had already declared Karlissa the unofficial winner of Blueface's homecoming despite the fact that Blueface himself was supposedly the star. But the real show wasn't even happening at the party anymore. It was unfolding online where fan pages, gossip accounts, and celebrities with nothing better to do started chiming in like they were part of a Greek chorus narrating this fashion apocalypse. Before Blueface could even take a shot with his friends, 3 different blogs were already running headlines like Karlissa outshines every woman alive and Blueface accidentally invites his mom to steal his career. The memes grew louder. The comments got sharper. And every influencer with a ring light found a way to insert themselves. One YouTuber went live crying fake tears, claiming Karlissa had reset the mother-in-law meter. Another tweeted that she dressed like she had beef with time itself. It didn't help that fashion accounts were now posting side-by-side comparisons of Karlissa and actual celebrities, and somehow she kept winning. Suddenly she was being compared to Beyoncé, Rihanna, Angela Bassett, and even fictional characters like Maleficent because apparently only a villain. With style that sharp could cause this level of nationwide meltdown, things got even wilder when a clip surfaced showing a group of women at the party staring Karlissa down like she'd stolen their rent money. The internet slowed it down, zoomed in, analyzed the body language like they were decoding ancient hieroglyphics. One girl whispered something to her friend, who instantly made a face like she'd smelled drama cooking. Users immediately concluded she must have said something like, "Why this mama built like the main character?" Whether it was true or not didn't matter. The speculation alone sent comment sections into nuclear mode. Meanwhile, celebrity reactions started rolling in, and the mess reached unimaginable heights. Summer Rae commented under a fan page video with a simple "oh my god," which fans interpreted as a diplomatic way to say, "Karlissa ate everyone up. But I'm not getting dragged into that family." Tamer Braxton liked a shady post and unliked it 5 minutes later, but the screenshots lived on. Even Cardi B threw in a cryptic tweet saying, "Some moms be outside more than they sons," which immediately had people tagging Blueface until he turned his phone off. Nobody was safe. The internet smelled blood. Back at the actual event, the energy had turned into a pressure cooker. Partygoers kept sneaking glances at Karlissa like they were watching a wild animal that could either dance or attack at any moment. Girls started adjusting their outfits, applying extra lip gloss, straightening their hair, all while pretending they didn't care that Blueface's mom was outshining them. It was pure insecurity Olympics, and Karlissa was winning gold without even participating. She just sipped her drink like she was hydrating before another runway walk. Blueface, on the other hand, looked like a man experiencing an identity crisis in real time. Every few minutes he tried to redirect attention back to himself, but nobody cared. Someone handed him a mic for a welcome home speech, but he only got out one sentence before another group yelled, "Karlissa, come over here." A fan even shouted, "Blueface move, your mom is blocking the light," which instantly became a trending audio on TikTok. If humiliation were a sport, Blueface was getting MVP. Some fans speculated that Karlissa did this on purpose, that she wanted to prove a point, reclaim dominance, or send a subliminal message to Christian that she would forever be that girl. Others suggested she simply woke up and chose violence because it was a Tuesday. But the most viral theory was the most outrageous, that she hired a secret stylist team and rehearsed her entrance for 3 days straight, complete with imaginary runway music and a dramatic walk perfected in front of her bathroom mirror. Did she? Probably not. Did the internet believe it anyway? Absolutely. Then came the TikTok detectives, the people who somehow find evidence in pixels and shadows. They slowed down Karlissa's entrance frame by frame, analyzing how her earrings flickered under the lights. One girl insisted the jewelry sparkled like chaos incarnate. Another pointed out that a guy in the background dropped his drink because he couldn't handle the shine. People were quoting the moment like it was a historical event. Even universities might use it one day to teach how fast misinformation becomes culture. But the real explosion happened when Blueface's ex posted a story with the caption, "Some moms want attention more than their sons." She didn't name names, but she might as well have bought a billboard with Karlissa's face on it. Within seconds, the internet erupted, accusing her of being jealous, bitter, or scared that Karlissa's lighting might expose her pores. Fans started arguing in the comments like it was their full-time job, some defending Karlissa with religious fervor while others insisted she was doing too much for her. age, the debate spiraled into madness.drama. Escalated again when Christian's cousin posted a laughing emoji under Karlissa's photo. One simple emoji, and suddenly rumor blogs were predicting another family war. People started recycling old screenshots of past arguments, analyzing old tweets, and reviving feuds nobody remembered. Twitter became a battlefield with hashtags like hashtag Karlissa8, hashtag Blueface lost his party, and hashtag mother-in-law force one trending within an hour. The internet had officially transformed into a gladiator arena. Amid the chaos, party guests claimed tension rose inside the house. Some women allegedly tried giving Karlissa side eyes as she passed, but she responded with a smile so confident it felt like a verbal slap. People swear one girl stepped aside as if Karlissa was royalty. Another said Karlissa complimented someone's shoes in a tone that sounded like an insult disguised as customer service. Everything she did became a meme, an analysis, or a conspiracy theory. Suddenly, fashion experts got involved, breaking down her outfit like it was a political scandal. One claimed the fabric was not from Earth. Another insisted the dress pattern symbolized her rising dominance in the Blueface Christian Karlissa cinematic universe. Even astrology accounts jumped in, saying the way she glowed under the lights meant she was in her divine feminine arc with a sprinkle of villain energy. It was nonsense, but people ate it up like gospel. Then someone uploaded a blurry video claiming Karlissa's entrance caused a minor argument between two girls who both thought she looked better than them. In the clip, someone yelled, "It's not my fault you didn't dress like you cared." And another yelled back, "I didn't know his mom was gonna pop out like Megan the Mama." Whether true or exaggerated, the clip went viral instantly. Nobody cared about accuracy. They wanted chaos. And chaos they received by the time the internet finished cooking theories, interpretations, and outright lies. The situation spiraled into full-blown cultural hysteria. Everyone had an opinion. Everyone had a joke. Everyone felt personally involved in a party they didn't attend and weren't invited to. And little did they know the aftermath was about to shake social media even harder. By the time the homecoming party began winding down, the aftermath had already started writing itself in real time across every corner of social media. Fans weren't just reacting anymore, they were reconstructing entire narratives about how Karlissa's entrance shifted the forces of the universe. People claimed the economy dipped a percentage because of the drama. Others joked that NASA detected a spike in atmospheric energy the exact moment she walked through that door. It was delusion mixed with devotion, and somehow everyone believed it. Blueface eventually tried to regain control, attempting to pose for photos, but the damage was irreversible. Every time a camera clicked, Karlissa somehow appeared in the background looking 10 times more important. It became a running joke that she photobombed him by breathing. Even his closest friends admitted that the night wasn't giving Blueface returns home. It was giving Karlissa premieres her new season. Memes comparing their star power flooded the timeline, and the ratio wasn't in his favor. Blueface's name was trending, but every tweet was about his mother. The aftermath grew even messier once the party ended and people began uploading their final clips. Fans posted videos of Karlissa waving goodbye like she had just concluded a world tour. Someone recorded her stepping into her car, and the caption read, "Leaving after destroying everyone's self-esteem." Another clip caught her saying, "Y'all stay blessed," even though her energy felt more like, "I'll let you recover before my next appearance." Her exit caused almost as much chaos as her arrival, proving she had no intention of letting anyone else dominate the night. When morning arrived, Blueface woke up to see his homecoming completely overshadowed. His name was in headlines, but always paired with phrases like Karlissa steals, spotlight, or Bluefaces. MOM sets social media ablaze. Fans joked that his homecoming party now belonged to her and that he was merely a guest at his own event. Even music blogs started writing sarcastic articles asking whether Karlissa would feature on his next track, because clearly she had taken over his entire brand. It was brutal, but it was also exactly the tone the internet thrives on. Christian entered the conversation in typical Christian fashion, loud, indirect, and ready to ignite a digital wildfire. She posted a story saying, Some people want attention more than love, which fans instantly tied to the previous night. The comments erupted into debates, essays, and full-blown thesis statements analyzing whether she was aiming at Karlissa or airing out a personal crisis. Screenshots spread like wildfire. And suddenly the event wasn't just about fashion, it was about loyalty, jealousy, and the eternal battle for attention in the Blueface cinematic universe. Influencers took sides, of course. Some defended Karlissa, saying she was simply living her best life and people needed to stop policing older women. Others accused her of stealing her son's moment like an unpaid light bill. The discourse split timelines into factions: Team Karlissa, Team Blueface, Team Christian, Team Confused, and Team I wasn't there but I'm arguing. Comment sections across multiple platforms became battlegrounds of petty insults and unprovoked shade. The virtual streets were on fire. Then came the investigative TikTok creators who dedicate their entire existence to overanalyzing celebrity drama. One girl posted a 12-minute breakdown explaining how Karlissa's outfit represented symbolic dominance over the environment. Another claimed the color of her dress aligned with a rare astrology shift that predicted generational upheaval. There was even a guy who identified the exact material of her heels and concluded she intentionally chose a texture associated with power. Nobody knew what any of it meant, but the views poured in like gospel. On YouTube, reaction channels dropped hour-long videos dissecting her entrance with the seriousness of a true crime investigation. Some used dramatic music, others used slow-motion analysis, and at least one host pretended to cry while praising her confidence. The thumbnails alone went crazy: red arrows, shocked faces, and captions like "Karlissa ends everyone" and "Blueface buried at his own party." Even channels that usually reported on cooking and skincare suddenly pivoted to cover the mess. It was a cross-genre scandal now. Then came the think pieces: dry, overly serious essays penned by people who spend too much time online. They argued whether Karlissa's appearance at her son's event was empowering or problematic. They debated ageism, motherhood, generational rivalry, and the politics of attention. Some praised her for shaking the table. Others insisted she was performing social rebellion through fashion. It was the kind of intellectual nonsense that goes viral simply because nobody wants to admit they're only watching for the drama. Still, it added another layer of chaos the scandal didn't need. But the biggest twist came when several people from the party started telling conflicting stories. One claimed Karlissa ignored Blueface the whole night. Another said Blueface kept trying to talk to her, but she was too busy being famous. A third person insisted she left early because someone whispered, "Your son looks mad," and she didn't want to feed the narrative. With every retelling, the story changed, exaggerated, and mutated into something more dramatic. No one could agree on what actually happened, which only made the internet more obsessed. By late afternoon, gossip blogs were posting side-by-side collage showing Karlissa's entrance compared to iconic celebrity red carpets. One outlet labeled her the Beyoncé of Blueface's universe. Another called her the unexpected main event. Even mainstream media dipped their toes into the chaos, briefly mentioning the drama in a segment about family dynamics online. That's when fans realized the situation had officially gone global. A simple homecoming party had turned into an international talking point, all because one mom decided to put that shit on. Karlissa herself finally responded with a cryptic message: "I wear what I want. Y'all be blessed." Fans treated it like scripture. Some said it was shady. Some said it was classy. Some said it was directed at Christian, Blueface, or the entire human race. Nobody knew, and that made it even more powerful. Her comment section became a war zone of people projecting their emotions onto one sentence that probably meant absolutely nothing. It was peak celebrity chaos. In the end, the consequences were clear. Blueface's homecoming became forever associated with one unforgettable entrance. Christian's passive-aggressive posts reignited their feud. Blogs saw a surge in traffic. Reaction channels gained thousands of followers. And Karlissa, whether she planned it or not, cemented herself as a walking, talking headline machine. the internet moved on from celebrities who tried too hard. They wanted raw, unfiltered spectacle, and Karlissa delivered it wrapped in sequins and powered by audacity, yet the story doesn't quite end there. Fans now wait for her next appearance like it's the season finale of a messy reality show. Because with Karlissa, the question isn't if she caused another cultural meltdown, it's when. And if this homecoming disaster proved anything, it's that she can turn any event, no matter how small, into a viral earthquake with one outfit and a single strut, and there you have it, the homecoming party that was supposed to be Blueface's triumphant return, but somehow turned into Karlissa's spiritual fashion revival tour. If you made it this far, congratulations! Because you just survived a story more chaotic than a Zeus reunion episode and messier than Christian's Instagram comments at 3 a.m. But don't even think about clicking away yet. Because you already know the scandals don't stop here. This channel stays hotter than Karlissa's sequins under LED lights. And tomorrow's drama is already cooking in someone's notes app. So before you leave, go ahead and smash that like button like it owes you money. Slap that subscribe button like Karlissa slapped the entire party with her outfit. And ring that notification bell like you're waking up Blueface from a nap he did not want. Trust me, you do not want to miss the next viral wildfire. Because if this family breathes, argues, blinks, or posts anything remotely suspicious, we're covering it with the same level of disrespectful enthusiasm. Drop a comment below and tell me who stole the night harder, Karlissa's fit or Blueface's confusion. What part had you wheezing? Which moment deserves its own documentary? Go off in the comments like you're auditioning for the Neighborhood Gossip Olympics, because I read everything, even the messy ones. Especially the messy ones. This is celeb insanity, where fashion becomes warfare, family drama becomes entertainment, and every scandal gets dragged into the spotlight whether it wants to or not. Stay tuned, stay petty, stay hydrated, because the next meltdown is already on the way. And trust me, you're not ready. You're not ready.